Ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs, this just simply isn't fair. Yes, technically they're the same production year, but really this is Audi's always behind response to the previous S-Class. So if you think 2002, well, it's actually pretty incredible. So let's do it with the Audi D3 A8L. Spaceship vibes, I've heard that more than once. And the thing is, yeah, by now, haven't we all seen it all? But there's a couple unusual refinements here, so, you know, it's a flagship Audi, right? My favorite being, this one surprised me. Touch ID, push button start. Thank God it was optional, but come on, that is a signature gimmick. Solar-powered sunroof. Why? To power the residual climate control system, of course. And hey, you want to tilt said sunroof? And you want the cover to tilt along with it? You better believe there's a module for that. Going to the fundamentals, your seat base, it's starting to look a little American, but it's orange. So, you know, it's pretty okay with me. When you're this attractive, you're just criticized a little less. The Volkswagen people also use pneumatic locking systems, except they made it cooler and more obvious. The approach to styling is really the anti-Mercedes, and I get it. And I like it. Look, both rear ends are pretty fine, but this one is better. I mean, if we have to compare. This is just the long-term price you pay for having buttons that just feel great to touch. Now, if the interior was black, I'd say Audi sucks at buttons. Look, if it's me filming, you should have known, you should have been ready. But before you judge, look, take a close look at your ride. I mean, we're all guilty. What does it matter? You know, I was actually expecting something to fling out and do stuff. -1 point, +1 point. Pay attention, everybody, because this storage, it floats above the center console. It's not practical at all. It's all style. In this case, the wood veneer is like art. I personally see tormented souls in the river of the underworld. Their consequential pain is my viewing pleasure. Plus, notice the polished aluminum housing around the screen and how the wood cover flows so closely, so precisely all the way down. You think that just happens? It's fit, it's tight, and it's got a colorful kink. You're not gonna be bored. Space Force, it means none of these panels will rust. And if you're in my area, you know that's a big deal. How the center console just swoops under the dash is just so modern for like a design finalized in the 90s. Man, I don't think I can get sick of this color. Like, this became the Bentley signature, right? And guess what? This one is for sale. A local cool guy and fellow land yacht fanatic invited me to have a look. So of course, link down below. And big thanks, because otherwise there's no video. Honestly, I'm loving this old school. And in this day and age, I'd even prefer the pre-facelift. But the thing is, 2010 standards, the comparison. So you know what? I went looking and you know what? It just so happens that we found the real challenger. You can see a little bit of concern. So let's do it one more time with the 2013 D4. It's been a while, and if memory serves me correctly, well, this should give a good run. The thing is, no doubt, a modernized version of the D3. And if I got an amazing deal, I'd be thrilled about this ride. But since we're comparing, I gotta say, it just feels boring. You see, there's nothing definitive here. Nothing is really chiseled or straight, and nothing's really quite round. And the result is just blobs of blah. And you know what though? Hey, a lot of cars suffered from this exact same styling a few years back. Materials, execution, nip tuck, it's among the best in the world. But you know, the more I look, the more I miss Spaceship Orange. The D4 is the grown-up version, and it's just thinking back to its youthful days as a young and wild D3. I don't know, I might be losing people here. And this oh-so-auction condition is not helping the cause right now. It's official, I am pumping Neon Coin. It's an OG blockchain, it's licensed, and it's a meme that I've been guilty pleasurely enjoying for a decade now. I do think I can make some money off of it, so join me.
Cat flying in space in the Pop-Tart, yeah.
This is legal advice, I am your financial advisor. Only gamble a tiny little bit of money. And what's making things worse is that nearby, the same production year, 2013, S-Class, it's just reminding us, it's the opposite. The style may be too much for some, but it's just undeniably stimulating. And it's a bad note to leave off of because I know the new current generation D5 is actually finally something incredibly special. Good luck finding one though. and I am the luckiest guy in the world. Listen, I'm not sensationalizing. This is really unlikely. Alright, so let's do it one last time with today's Audi A8L. Damn son, this is bold. It's definitive, it's cool. This was designed by Hugo Boss. It feels that way. The Audi Matrix headlamps might be the most advanced in the world right now. Look, they're even mining neon coin. And Audi's always struggled with buttons, so they just got rid of them. Guys, I swear, the dirt is nowhere near this visible in real life. So look, obviously with the new design, the guy who did the flip screens was devastated, so they gave him the vents to play with. And he did an epic job. That is soft open, soft close. Just my hands in the camera can't even do this anymore. There is one major flaw, a genetic defect across the lineup. That centerpiece of a screen is just attacked by that misalignment. It just absolutely, positively... Look, everywhere else, practically flawless. I swear this camera is lying to you. Pixel density, give us more, give us more. Bruce Wayne, Art Deco, Gotham. Oh, and by the way, in all the Audis, the lumbar for the legs, the additional leather seating, it rolls out from under. That's pretty neat. Look, it's wearing a tuxedo. All right, this is boring though. This is a boring letdown, whatever. Ah, look at that, keeping with tradition. Jeez Louise. Very nice. You know, what they do so well is that leather finish. That look and the feel that they just get so right. It's just on the footsteps of perfection. That trim, they finally got it right. Menacing shark fins. The knob. It looks like a pimp's pinky ring. It just punches into that furry wall. Center console with its own buttons, even that is soft close. Have you ever looked this closely at your headliner? Good. There's gotta be something that bubbles and peels. But I don't mind because long body legroom has me feeling good. Character line, shoulder line, tornado line, whatever. It's a cool line. The door windows are not frameless, but they got that almost look. Oh, it's supposed to do that. Finally, what Audi was able to do 20 years ago, in terms of something completely different and just shocking, they did it again. You know, I am glad I ran into all these. It's a shame because they really did it, and it's still an underdog, a rocky story. And I just admire this effort, the craftsmanship. It's the appreciation of the struggle for perfection. For those who dare, for those who can get the absolute closest and execute to deliver the best. That inspires me. That makes me hope to deliver my best. And I mean in life. Here we have dad teaching nephew the road. Don't worry, I think he appreciates his training wheels. We just have to remember to keep our priority ratios in check. You may have noticed it's a little easy to focus on the things that aren't that important, but they're certainly nice to have.
I'm gonna punch your face off.